Sportsnet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, October 27th. 2025. And this is episode number 998 of Barry on Deck. I wasn't sure if we were going to make it. Power outages all weekend, as you know, out here. And with this PC, that smells doom and gloom, but not too bad. And I got distracted with things and just shit. Forgot when power goes out, I have to start the PC ahead of time to make sure it runs, and I forgot to do that, so that's on me. I got to be a better show producer, but we're not gonna delay. We're not going to hit you with a bunch of bullshit. We are starting the show with a bang. She's been patiently waiting in the wings in the green room. As always, I need you to know that she's better than your mom. She's gorgeous, she's amazing. She's the best person on the planet that I know. I'm a little biased, but ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the show, JennyIsMom, everybody. JennyIsMom. Hello, mother.
I think you're a little biased.
I could be a little biased, but you know what? You're one of my favorite people, so it's whatever. The rest of them can suck it, okay? That's how I feel about it. Sorry for the delay, as usual.
Had as much fun this weekend watching football as I did.
Yes, I did. And
the Aggies, U of H.
Oh my God, U of H now ranked, by the way.
22.
Yep. So U of H is ranked. Aggies stayed third. Texans win. It's a good weekend if you live in the area and root for those teams. Longhorns won.
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said I wanted to tell you, our cousin Becky and Bill. Becky.
Uh-huh.
She went to LSU. She's a big fan of LSU. She sent out a text with a tiger with his hand over his face like that, crying.
Well,
didn't say nothing. It was just a tiger crying.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think that was going to go that way. That's usually the point in the season and the schedule when the Aggies disappoint everybody and go out and lose.
It's hard to win there. I mean, come on. I
don't think they had ever done it. And then, especially when the Aggies get ranked as high as they were, 3 in the country, and they're favored going in, that's just a recipe for Aggie meltdown.
That's like disaster.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So I was like, this is 100% a setup for failure for Aggie
what
fans.
Happened to Texas? They were ranked, number 1 or 2 at one time? Mm-hmm. And yeah,
going in. There's PP Dubs right there. He's a big UT fan. Yeah, man, going into the season, Texas was ranked. A lot of people expected a lot of big things out of them, and unfortunately not getting it.
No.
But I think I saw somebody say that they were like, well, Texas is overrated. And look, it's hard to win in the SEC, first of all. But the problem with Texas is they're not beating teams they're supposed to beat, or they're not looking good against them. And
Did they lose to Mississippi State?
No, they came back and beat them, but it was,
they did. Okay.
Yeah, it was not pretty. And I think a lot of Texas folks are concerned. Let me pull up the scoreboard. Where to go? There you go. 45-38 in overtime.
That's
So
right. I was watching so many games after. That's right.
yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Arch got he was not well. I think he was hurt or something like that. So yeah, Matthew Caldwell was the one that came in the game, and I believe it was in overtime and threw a touchdown pass. One pass,
Wow.
10 yards, touchdown, and Texas goes on to win. I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I don't know if it was Arch, if Arch was benched or if he was hurt. I'm not sure. Somebody will tell me I'm sure. Here we go. Let me look at the recap because I don't know. Oh, knocked out of the game with an apparent injury. There you go. Okay. Look, he's played bad enough at times where he could be benched.
I know.
It's just part of the problem though is he's trying to live up to the name.
Well, look at the pressure on that kid.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
It's but you know, I mean, when you're that highly recruited and you get that much NIL money and you do all the things that he had coming out of high school, it's like LeBron James, right? Like he had a lot of hype around him, but he lived up to it. And Arch so far is struggling a little bit. So Arch has a concussion.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
A
So
concussion. Oh.
yeah, so we'll see what goes on. I do think it was interesting though, and Steve Sarkisian has said that he's open to NFL jobs and possibilities. That tells you shit's not going good in Texas. If he's saying that, it's not going good. Either that or he just doesn't like it as much. I don't know, but yeah, that's not a good thing. Or he's just posturing for more money. One of those.
Well, that could be too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm watching the U of H. The U of H game was on the same time as the Aggie game. And it seemed like the first time I switched over, I was babysitting for 3 kids.
Oh, Lord.
So that Angie's friends could come to her birthday Halloween party.
Oh, Jesus. Taylor, you mean?
7 years, 4 years, and 2 years. So I'm trying
That's
to
what you were
watch
babysitting? Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
I volunteered so the mom and dad could go. Paul was home keeping Braylon and Bub and the dog for it. It was anyway. So I'm trying to watch these football games, and it seems like when I switched over though, the Aggies were behind.
Yeah, the
Were they
Aggies were
behind
doing good that
Grandview?
first half. They started
that
off
it?
okay. First quarter was good. Second quarter was not good. LSU found their rhythm. The defense was stepping up big time. So it was not great at going into halftime. I think it was, I want to say 18-17 LSU at the half.
Yeah, something like
And
that. I
then
remember
just
they
like
were not
last
winning.
year, I think they said during the broadcast, they put 31 on them last year in the second half. So
Wow.
yeah.
I saw that score and I went, what?
Yeah.
First of all, I was shocked that U of H went into Arizona State, who, weren't they in the national playoffs last year? Arizona
Yeah,
State?
but that was with Scatabo, and he's out now as a Giant. But
still,
they were
they're not
24 in the
slackers.
country when they
Yeah.
played them this week. But
Oh, good.
ASU was highly ranked going into the season as well. They've had about the same luck as Texas, just
Yeah.
struggles, and so U of H
And then they
is
come get beat by the Cougars at
U of
home.
U of H is a player right now. They've only
I'm
lost
telling
one
you,
game.
7-1. Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
Problem is
Go
ahead.
only team they've lost to is Tech.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem. The Big 12 isn't great. It's just it's not
I don't
great.
know. Tech and Baylor can be pretty good. Baylor's not that great this year, but
No.
in times they've been, whose house? Coog's house.
But Tech is
Tony.
Tech should win the Big 12 easily, just based off of how much money they spent and everything else. But I don't know. There's some of these teams that maybe it's because I don't watch them enough, but I have become a believer in Indiana. Okay, I have become a believer in Indiana. I wasn't, but damn, they're good. I just want to see Indiana play the upper echelon where, the top 5 teams. I want to see how they do against Ohio State. I want to see, even if they don't beat Ohio State, do they get their doors blown off, or is it close? Is it competitive?
Well, who's number 2?
Indiana.
If the Aggies are number 3, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, I was surprised the Aggies didn't move up, but now I see why they didn't.
Yeah.
Indiana's there too.
Well, yeah, Indiana's just been rolling everybody, and it hadn't been close. Aggies have had it. Arkansas played them close last week. That's not, conducive, but they didn't drop, so that was good. But none of this matters. I want to say next week, the first real playoff poll comes out. That's what matters. That's when the Aggies will lose. That's when they'll shit the bed.
How many more games do they have? 4?
The Aggies? Yeah.
All of them. Like
yeah,
4
it's usually 12. It's usually a 12-game season for college. Aggies have, 4 left.
Who do they play?
They're not easy. They got Missouri at on the road, South Carolina at home, Samford's a layup, and then Texas on the road. So 2 of those teams are, top 20. South Carolina's good, but not great. But they'll be competitive, and that's usually like I said. Now A&M. So LSU was 20 when they beat them. They're no longer ranked. But
did South Carolina lose yesterday?
Yes.
I saw part of that game.
See.
I can't remember who they played.
Yeah, they lost to Bama. Yeah,
They've
lost 3 in a row.
Well,
they lost to LSU, OU, and then Bama. Well, they've got a tough schedule ahead of them too. But the Aggies they'll do dumb shit. You know what I mean? They'll do dumb shit.
Well, not this year.
Yeah,
so.
Well, that Mike Oko seems to, be trying to break a generational curse.
Not this year.
Oh, what's up, Christy? Good to see you, sweetie.
Hey, Christy.
Tony said U of H had to spray down TDECU after Tech fans spread their STDs all over the stadium.
Oh, God.
Tony, you're such a dick. Donna said Tech is good. Tech is good, but...
yeah, they are good. They are good. Yeah.
Oh.
They beat U of H in the beginning of the season.
Walt said Steve emphatically denied the NFL talk and called out the reporter for false claims. Oh. You know how many times we've heard that, Walt? I don't doubt that he didn't. But yeah, I think college fans have heard that enough to know that there's smoke, there's fire sometimes. I'm not saying that's the case with him, because it just did seem like it was out of nowhere. Like, I don't know. It just seemed kind of crazy. It's been a tough year for Sark, but that just seemed a little bit out of left field, so that wouldn't surprise me. Donna said, Hoosiers or Colts? Which one's playing for a championship, if you had to pick? That's really good. Walt said he's definitely lying. Hey, what up, Big Stout? Hoosiers or Colts? Man.
That's a tough one.
That's a good poll, Donna. Let's do a poll.
I think the Hoosiers.
You think the Indiana will be playing for a national title?
Yeah, I think they will.
Okay.
I mean, but who's going to knock Ohio off? Come to think. So, how many are in the national playoffs now? It's changed, hasn't it?
12 in college.
12. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
So they have to play 3 rounds. So
yeah,
so
but like
6,
the top 6
and then 3
get a bye. So I believe it's the top
right.
6, top 4, top 6, something. I think it might be the top 4 get a bye.
Okay. That makes sense then. I was going to say, how would they work that? So they get a bye. Okay.
Yes. All right, I'm putting up a poll. Everybody go climb on my poll. Who's
climbing on your pole?
Who's playing for a chip? You got 3 options. Hoosiers. Oh, actually, let me see here. You got 4 options. I'm going to say Hoosiers, Colts, both or neither. There's your options. So I'm going to put this on YouTube also. Start a poll. Who's playing? Just going to copy and paste here and make my life easier. Hoosiers, Colts. Add option. Let's see. Oh, shit. I can't see. God, I got to get new glasses, mother. So thank you for terrible eyesight, by the way. I'm
Oh, you're
blind as a
welcome, honey.
bat.
Just add to the list of the things that I gave you.
I got rid of the widow's peak almost. I got a laser and just started lasering that shit every day for months. Yeah. All right.
You got a deep one like me. Look at this.
I know. You look like Calvin Murphy.
I look like that. Remember the Munsters? That guy on Munsters?
Eddie Munster. Yeah.
That's what I look like.
You got
That's
that Calvin Murphy widow's peak. That some
right.
bitch starts way back here.
You're welcome.
It looks like the front of the Mach 5. You're not a Speed Racer fan, so let's see. Brian Kelly, it says Brian Kelly gone. Did he get fired?
What, LSU?
Yeah.
He got fired today. Sure did.
I'll be damned. I hadn't even checked the headlines yet. That shows you what I've been looking
at. I heard
at.
that on the radio, Sports Talk this morning. He's gone.
Yeah, there you go. LSU fires Kelly, still finalizing his $54 million buyout.
Well, aren't the Aggies still playing like two coaches back?
What do you mean?
Contracts. Aren't they still paying off contracts?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Summerlin and how far
LSU
back
fired their top
go?
assistant also. So not just, they fired Joe Sloan, their OC. Yeah. Well, Nussmeier ain't doing them any favors.
It really was a beatdown, though.
Yeah, Garrett Nussmeier was not good.
Do we have any LSU fans in the chat?
Oh yeah. Donna's an LSU fan. Okay. I think Walt is.
Okay, then I will shut my mouth.
Oh no, talk your shit. Everybody talk shit in the chat. And Walt is right. He did speak highly of the Colts and of the Hoosiers at the beginning of the season. He's like, but I don't know about Chips. Yeah. Look, I'm a believer in both now, but I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know what I mean? Like, I believe, but I'm skeptical at the same time. Like, watching them, you're like, holy shit, this is a good team. But I just keep waiting for Daniel Jones to be Daniel Jones again. You know what I mean? But Jonathan Taylor makes him look great. So does that O-line. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's this year's Sam Darnold. Of course, Sam Darnold didn't win a Super Bowl, so.
So, there you go.
Yeah, we'll see.
It is fun, though, when all your teams you root for win. I never, ever would have thought that the Texans would have gone up there and beat them.
Oh,
I mean,
they were here. It was at home, but I would have never thought that they would have beat San Francisco. Not after the way they looked against Seattle. That was trash.
I mean, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I don't know what got in their butts, but they.
Well, they could run. They ran the football.
He didn't get sacked one time yesterday.
Huh?
He didn't get sacked one time yesterday.
Oh, is that true?
Mm-hmm. That's what the paper said. Not one sack. He got some hurries, but he didn't get sacked.
Jay the Ocean said Daniel Jones is trash, fake ass record. You know what, Jay the Ocean? I wanted to start looking into his. I wanted to look into I wanted to kind of dive into his numbers because I just get this feeling, and this is just a feeling. I have nothing to base this off of, but I just get this feeling that if you start diving into his numbers and look a little deeper, he's probably doesn't have great passing numbers. He's really just managing the game, which doesn't matter, wins or wins.
As long as they win, who cares?
But I don't know. Maybe he is. You know, I haven't done it yet. Maybe he is more Sam Darnold than Alex Smith this year. Who knows? Terrence said I wasn't shocked. I'm a Niners fan. Bro, but that team is so beat up.
Well, I know, but the Niners had a 5-2 record. I mean, they should have beat the lowly Texans.
Yeah. Well, I think the Niners were getting lucky in as much as the Texans were getting unlucky. And by that I just mean everything
goes wrong. It goes wrong.
Just shit's not working. But I tell you what, whatever they did as far as being able to run block and protect CJ Stroud, they need to do that every week because it was night and day difference versus Seattle.
You know who they've got coming in this week? So Denver.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling that's going to go a lot like the Seattle game did because Denver's defense is that good.
Yeah. So I don't think he's going to have a game where he doesn't get sacked because I watched that Denver game yesterday and
Wow. Well, it says San Francisco had a total of 10 actual starters finish the first quarter. Yeah. That's
Oh, they had a lot of
crazy.
injuries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been just beat down. So,
Kind of like,
um,
yeah. Wow.
yeah,
Kind of like the Astros this year.
right.
There's just, what, 18 people at one time on the injury.
A lot.
What does that say,
They
Mia?
said
And then the one got
Miami
it?
and the Jets won. Now that was big balls
Big
parlay.
ball.
Yeah, if you bet on those two in a parlay, you're fucking crazy. You're insane. Although, boy, wouldn't that have been cool to do like a hometown parlay where you take the Aggies, the Longhorns, the Cougars, and the Texans to win?
Oh,
You know how much
no
money you would have
kidding.
won? Shit, I bet that would have been crazy. Um,
It's amazing that I was going to say, I do that. I'm on like 3 fantasy teams this year, but I was doing the prize. What's that little app, Prize Picks, where
Prize
you,
Picks, yeah.
yeah. So I thought, okay, I had a little money on there left. I was going to go do it. So it was a Rocket game, and they had Durant, and I picked he would do over 20. And then they had the guy on the other team that would have 6.5 rebounds, right? And I thought, oh man, he's good. He'll have more than that. So I said over. He got 6. How do they know? I mean, how are they that good? And I
Yeah.
lost, of course. I won on Durant, but 6 to 6.5. I'm like, why did
That
they throw that 0.5 in there?
I tell you,
It's
if you
amazing.
don't like, I have my little spreadsheet that I do for weekly bets against team versus team. But if you're
Mhm.
not really into it, daily fantasy is a sucker bet. It really is. It's
I learned that.
so tough to
Uh,
win. You have to really be deep diving into stats and opponents and like who are there's a less, even in basketball. It's like, all right, well, who is the opponent? Who's guarding them? Is that a good rebounding team? Do they run the break a lot? Do they shoot from the outside? Like all of that comes into play. So
I just wonder. I had this thought this weekend with all of this gambling, thing going on with the NBA and all this. I wonder if that's going to affect, the gambling industry, where people go, oh, well, I'm not even going to gamble on it then if it's fixed. If they have games that are fixed. I mean, that scandal is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
well,
I don't think they're
I
through
think what
yet.
you're going to see is some pretty heavy regulations.
Oh, you
Um,
have to.
yeah, for sure. I think you'll see a lot of heavy regulations, but I think also one thing that you might see is not just the like government regulating, but I think the leagues are going to have to get out in front of this. The NBA is the one that has the real problem, but I think in NFL, MLB, and even college football to a certain extent, they're going to have to get out in front of it and do some self-regulating, because if they
Yeah, because
don't,
it's just gotten out of control.
and they're going to have to partner with some of these sites like Prize Picks and DraftKings and these daily fantasy sites. They're going to have to get together, and I mean, they don't want it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think, a lot of people are always like, oh, the league is, I don't believe that for a second. But I do think there are some bad actors. And so you have to
Yeah. Well, there is in every
prepare,
sport.
you have to put in safeguards, and they have some, that's how they're finding out, but man, they've got to get better at it. Amos said the cool thing about Prize Picks, if you don't have to complete the parlay to win. Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know that. Really?
Hmm.
Huh.
I think you had it
Well,
right the first time.
I've been
Price
playing on
Fix.
their money anyway.
He meant to say Prize Picks, but he said Price Fix, and that's also accurate. So,
Okay, now we're not. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I was gonna ask you. So do you know what Day of the Dead is, Mom? Do you know what Dia de los
It's a
Muertos?
rock group, wasn't it?
Dia de los Muertos is? Dias Muertos?
Uh-uh. Well,
It's
the
Day
Day
of
of the
the
Dead, that's a Hispanic, it's like Halloween, but it's a
right.
Hispanic where they go out to the graves of their ancestors and they,
No,
yeah,
you don't go out to
Day
the
of the Dead.
graves. You set up like it's almost like a shrine. But you set up like I forget what they call it. There's a term for it, but like you have pictures out of your loved ones that have passed that you want to
Ancestors.
visit you. and then you leave them stuff like an offering, and you light candles and you leave water, and in deeper into the culture and stuff, you leave like flowers as a kind of a, like, you put down petals of flowers where you want them to go, like the path you want them to take. So usually it leads to like the altar or the shrine or whatever it is. But I say that because this is our second year that Nora's done it, and it's the coolest thing. And what's crazy is, so she's got everything set up. And today we have dad, and we have, dad, and we have her dad, and we have the two cats that have passed. And then we're going to be adding Dante, because I don't know why we didn't have Dante on there, but we're going to add Dante to it as well.
And your nephew.
Yeah, my nephew too. I need to get a picture of him.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, so it's supposed to, you put it out so that you're visited by them, right? Well, it was about this time last year when I was telling Nora, I was like, I've never, since my dad passed, which was 2023, in August, he had never I had never dreamt of him or anything. But when she put this out, like the next month, I started dreaming about him like constantly. And they say when you dream about somebody that's passed, that's them visiting you. The weirdest thing is though, Mom, like Nora would come home every day and she would say, "Hey guys, hey dad, y'all make sure you come visit us." And she would say that every day, right? The last night of Dia de los Muertos, like the night, she had this dream that she saw dad. I hadn't even dreamed him yet, but she had this dream that she saw dad, and he mentioned a name and like 5 numbers. And she was like, "I don't know what this means." And you know what it ended up being? It ended up being, was it the town or the street where his lake house was?
No.
It was like, like Max or something. I don't know what it was called, but he just kept saying this to her. And she just woke up. She goes, "I don't know what it means." The 5 numbers were the zip code. It was the craziest thing. There's no way, because she didn't even know. She knew they had a lake house.
Had she ever been to his lake house?
No, she doesn't know where it is, but she tells me, and I'm like, "Man, I don't know what that means. Let me ask Susan." And I told Susan, and Susan was like, "Oh my God." She goes, "That's the lake house. That's the zip code and I don't know if it was street or city where the lake house is."
Oh my God. That is so
It was the craziest thing, Mom. I was just like, how? She would never know that. Like, she wouldn't even know where to begin to look that up.
That's crazy. Does this mean I can come back and drive you crazy after I'm gone?
100%. I'm counting on it. I'm banking on it. I'm 100% sure. Oh, the altar's called an ofrenda. I'm sure I'm supposed to roll the R, but yeah. Nora made me watch a Disney movie last night. I've never watched a Disney movie in my life. Well, I guess when I was a kid, maybe, but we don't have kids. The fuck am I gonna watch a Disney movie for? But Nora made me watch this Disney movie called Coco. And it's about Day of the Dead. This kid he's like on
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just wanted to see it. Everybody was telling her.
What's the name of it? Coco?
Coco, COCO. There it is on the screen. Yeah. It was cute. It was interesting. It was, but I tell you what, the 3D stuff just looks crazy real. It is wild. So.
Oh my God.
No, if you trust me, if you knew my dad, you would know he didn't bury weed at the lake house. Not Truman. Not Truman Jr.
Not
no. Hell, I asked him if he smoked weed one time. He goes, "Yeah, it made me throw up." I was like, "What the fuck? It made you throw up?"
I smoked it one time and went, "What is all the hype about?"
Well, you didn't smoke enough. Yeah, huh? You didn't smoke enough.
Yeah, that's what they say. I thought, well, if I got to smoke more of this, irritates my throat, then I'll just stay sober.
Irritates my throat. I can get you some gummies. But yeah, no, Dad was definitely, maybe he had some scotch out there, but he definitely wasn't hiding no weed.
Yeah, if you left scotch on that altar, it'd probably been gone.
I did.
In the morning.
That's what I left. You didn't think I left scotch. Nora left a Miller Lite for her dad and a pack of gum that he really loved. And they both loved beans. Like Dad, every time we go to Dad's, he'd be like, "Tell Nora to bring beans." Tell Nora to bring. That's all he wanted. It was like, Jesus, man, give it a rest. So, and then her dad was the same way. So we just left like a pot of uncooked beans for them both too. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
My God.
I didn't cry during Coco. Kiss my ass, John Dorier. I cry a lot, but I didn't cry during a fucking Disney movie. All right.
Oh, you cried at Old Yeller.
I was
Remember
fucking
that
4.
show?
I was like 4 or 5 years old.
You still cried.
I cry at a lot of shit now. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, man, I do cry at a lot of shit. I'm wondering if I'm like emotionally
I think
damaged.
Paul's
And
wearing off on you. Paul
I need to
cries
go
at
get help.
everything.
I cry at everything, Mom. It's crazy as shit.
We were at Amber, our granddaughter's ring ceremony at A&M last weekend, and they had a big party for her, and they're taking pictures, and she finished the where they have to dunk the ring and drink the beer and everything. Anyway, he walks over to tell her something, and I don't know what. He said a few words, and all of a sudden I look over there, and he's going, I went, okay. So he caught him and pulled him off. Okay, honey, that's good. That's good. I don't know what he was going to say, but he couldn't get it out. He was
probably saying he was proud of her.
I'm sure he was.
Well, he can't help it. He's not cold and heartless like you. Shit.
I'm just the strong one. You know, I'm the enforcer when it comes to the grandkids, and he always just looks like, well, that's your mean grandma.
Oh, is that true, Cisco? Cisco said you probably are crying a lot because you have low T. Is that a symptom? Are you just saying I'm a pussy because I don't have any testosterone?
True?
I now got to look it up. Oh, Donna said it's a Pixar movie. I'm going to watch it. You watch Pixar movies, Donna? I don't.
What's a Pixar movie?
Big Stout said, I had a serious phobia with Puff the Magic Dragon. Don't judge me. Cece! Look at Cece.
You guys are so funny.
Cece, the biggest Cowboy fan on the planet, lost a bet. Now she has to have a Denver Broncos logo for her until the Cowboys. She has to keep it until the Cowboys win again? Oh, that's fantastic. She's like, I hate it here.
That hurt.
I hate it here. Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
Terrible. I don't know if I'd do that. God darn.
Walt said there's nothing wrong with crying. I cried at one time the doctor spanked me at birth. I'm still looking for that motherfucker. I've never seen any of that. Toy Story or Up. Adderall withdrawals. No, I got plenty of Adderall. Don't worry.
Adderall withdrawals.
Not it. Now I gotta look it up, Cisco. Does low T make you
my jaws hurt after I leave this show from laughing.
Yes, low testosterone can make someone cry more often because it's linked to mood swings, depression, and increased emotional sensitivity.
Well, I need to get Paul some
These mood changes are often shared symptoms between low T and depression. Well,
he's not depressed, but he cries at the drop of a hat.
I definitely had the depressions. I don't know if I still have it, which can include persistent sadness, which I don't have, irritability. I'm not fucking irritable. It's important to see a doctor. What are all the symptoms of low T? Decreased muscle mass and strength. Yes.
Yeah, I knew
Reduced body hair. Well, I'm not hairy to begin with. Increased body fat. Yes.
I don't know. Look at that beard. It's a little hairy.
That'll be enough out of you. This is the best it's ever looked. Are you shitting me?
Well, you can't really tell where it is sometimes because the gray kind of fills
it does. Oh, it's nothing compared to what Spoon had. Spoon has he took some medicine and it made like this. He's a redhead, but it made this like right here blonde, and so it looks like he just shaved a patch of his beard.
Like he just shaved that.
Yeah, like he just like oh fuck, I gotta go, and then left. And he does. He's the public relations person for the Wichita Police Department now. And so he's always in front of the camera and they're posting it on social media and people roast the shit out of him. They're always like, why does this guy only have half a mustache? And he's like, it's not. It's fake. Fuck. You know he just wants to arrest everybody that talks shit
Yes, I
online.
know. I would too. Oh,
Okay,
Spoon.
here we go. Here's more symptoms of low T. So, decreased
How
muscle
did we
mass.
get off of this?
Well, it's the show. You know how we
That's
do
what
on
I
this
love
show.
about this show. We never know where it's going to take us.
Let me see. Telestrator. There we go. All right. Got the telestrator up. So now let me read all the symptoms and I'll put little tallies for each one. All right. Decreased muscle mass and strength. Yes. Hold on. Let me fix this. 2. There we go. All right.
I'm taking
Decreased
notes.
muscle mass and strength. Reduced body hair. Increased body fat. Yes. Osteoporosis. I don't know if I have weak
that can
bones or
happen.
not. Reduced bone density. I don't think I have that either.
That's
Or anemia.
osteoporosis.
Fatigue. Yes. Low energy levels. Yes. Difficulty concentrating. Oh, Jesus. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Memory problems. Big time. Mood changes. Yes. Sexual decreased libido. Erectile dysfunction.
I think it's libido.
Infertility, reduced ejaculate. Ugh. Okay, we don't have any of those problems yet. Increased risk of heart disease, increased risk of type 2 diabetes, slow metabolism, change in sleep patterns. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Dry
Men are
skin?
doomed.
Actually, I kind of do have dry skin, but now I'm thinking this is just me like imagining shit. Reduced sweating. No, I sweat a lot. Increased risk of fractures, increased risk of breast enlargement. I am getting titties. No, okay. I have 8. I have a total of 8 of these. What the hell? What'd you do?
Oh, my battery's going out. Keep going.
Oh, you unplugged your laptop? Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, it came undone.
I have 8 of these. Well, maybe I need to go get my tea heightened.
Yeah, I think you need to do something.
I need to get some high tea up in this bitch. What does it say? So you've had low T your whole life? Shut up, John. I wasn't a crier until recently.
No, you weren't, come to think of it.
Big Stout said, this sounds like just getting old. Yeah,
Well,
it kind of
that's
is.
true. That's true.
Cisco said reduced boner density. Okay.
Oh, my God.
We're
Cisco.
good there. Let's see. What is this? Tell Nora check out Encanto. If she liked Coco, she might like that too. And I'm guessing I said that wrong.
I'm going to watch Coco.
What is this? Oh, Jenny'sMom is getting shots in before the roast of Barry's face. Yeah. So November.
When's the roast of your face?
November is no shave November. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
then at the end of the month, I let everybody roast my face. Because used to, I never grew a beard out. And so it wouldn't grow. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm just not going to shave for an entire month. I'm gonna like shave, like trim it down, but then I'm just going to let it grow for a month and see what happens. So,
Okay.
yeah, Barry does have some nice mommy milkers. Shut the fuck up, Tony.
Hey, does low T affect how much hair you have on your face? Maybe that's why you've gotten little patches.
You know
where
what,
it doesn't-
Mom? I've sat here this whole time and hadn't said shit about your mustache.
I don't have a mustache.
Oh, that's what you think.
Do I?
Where do you think I
do
get
not.
this from? Not
I
Dad.
do not.
Dad's got a beautiful beard and mustache. This is from you.
Oh,
you.
okay. Well,
Yeah, I got your beard and mustache. And widow's
Yeah.
peak. And terrible eyesight. Yeah.
yeah. And next, you're going to go deaf.
And then if I don't get my T heightened, I'm gonna get titties. And
That's right.
yeah.
And you're just going to sit and cry all the time.
Sit and cry, hold my titties and cry. And you're right. I'll probably end up deaf too because of you.
When I get off of this show, I'm going to go get this list and read it off to Paul.
You're going to go be
Telling
like,
me
Paul,
he needs to go check
I
his
think I know what's
titties."
wrong with you. We need to get you some man juice.
We need to get some tea.
We need
He
just
has
to get
talked about going to one of those clinics.
I know.
But
I'm going to look into it now.
Diabetes? What did it say about diabetes? You read that, said
Yeah,
something
that's
about
one
diabetes.
of them. Cisco said if you go without shaving a whole month and your beard doesn't get hairier, then you'll know if it's low T. Scientific method. No,
Really?
like this, I don't know. It takes a while for my shit to grow. I don't know how long it's going to take. Walt said, according to WebMD, I've died several times. Yes. Yes.
Hey, it's true though. When you go to WebMD and you start thinking, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die," when
I
you
know.
start putting in your symptoms.
See, I don't do that.
better I don't
I
know.
live with a nurse, so I don't have to do that. Instead,
Yeah, I know, but
instead, it's almost as if WebMD, you ever just been like sitting there doing something? Imagine if WebMD just popped up and went like, hey, shouldn't do that. That's going to cause this and that. And you're like, just let me live my fucking life. I'm trying to. Yeah, that's Nora. She'll be like, don't do that. Or she'll freak me the fuck out. I'll be like, man, like, what did I say? Something about, oh, my foot keeps falling asleep. And she was like, oh, you have neuropathy. I was like, what the fuck?
you probably do.
What kind of leap? I don't, like.
Go from the foot going to sleep to neuropathy.
Yeah. I was like, babe, I was on the toilet for 2 hours. That's why. Shit.
Sitting there for all that time.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. I couldn't live with a nurse. I'm too paranoid, Tony said. Yeah, it's not fun. It's nice when you're just like, hey, babe, what is this? Or, look at this bump or whatever. But also, too.
But when they get that look like.
They hound the shit out of you, too.
What? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
and
are
then
you saying,
and then it turns out to be nothing. I'm like, one, you're an asshole. Two, you're a terrible nurse. You didn't even know. How are you making a living? Let me shut up because she's the breadwinner. So she's good at what she does. All right, Mother, we're going to get out of here.
Go Rockets.
Go Rockets. Losers. World Series Game 3 tonight. Have you watched any World Series?
Yeah, I did. I saw some of the first one, not the second. But
yeah. Well, your boy George Springer.
I think I was watching the Rockets lose to. They've had two tough games in the beginning, so let's hope they win tonight.
Well, they need to. All right, Mother. Love you. Enjoy this every week. Thanks for being
everybody.
Here. That's Jenny's mom, everybody. She joins every Monday. She's better than your mom. I need you to know that. Always a good time. Well, at least now I know where I get half my flaws from. We figured that out. All right, let's talk some college foosball. I couldn't live with, I already got that. Let's talk some college foosball. Let's get some of that in. Let's go through, I want to go through some of these scores. What the shit is going? Here we go. And scores. Oh my God, come on. Everything's so slow. Ever since we had power outages, them storms, as y'all know, up here, we don't have good luck with power. I was kind of pissed too because Centerpoint was all talking about, we did all of these improvements. And then I'm driving down Rayford Road and I see them swapping out poles, electric poles. Speaking of poles, let me stop this one over here. End pole. There we go. By the way, I missed Cisco with the 69. I like Cisco. Thank you for the 69 bits. Captain Pope. Holy shit! Thank you for the 1,000 bits, man. That's crazy. Captain Pope said, "Have you done LSU yet? How about Joe Brady or Kelvin Shepard for head coach? Modern college football, the days of signing coaches to 10-year deals with massive buyouts are dead." That's what we're about to get into. So we've talked a little bit, but not a lot. So, I mean, we didn't get into great detail on it. So let's dive into that now. And thank you again for the 1,000 bits. What is going on here? Share. Oh, there we go. Chrome resize. There we go. Got it. Much better. All right. So here's your college football scoreboard. And we'll also look at the rankings when we're done. Cisco said, I don't know, after my dad passed, my mom confessed to us that the pistol they kept in the closet was actually hers and asked me how to file off serial numbers. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so we talked a little bit about it already. A&M beating LSU 49-25. LSU had a lead going into the second half and then just fell apart. Nussmeier, not good. Brian Kelly, gone. I didn't even know that until this show. So the question becomes, what does LSU do now, right? Because if I recall correctly, they went from Ed Ogeron to Brian Kelly. And Brian Kelly was the man up in South Bend for Notre Dame. Yeah. It wasn't even, Tiger Stadium emptying in the fourth quarter will get you fired. That's what's crazy is we heard all of that talk about, Death Valley and not wanting to play there. And I agree, nobody wants to play there. But when you don't live up to it, when you lay an egg like they did on national television, at home, and you're right, people are leaving within the, and that wasn't even halfway through the fourth quarter. It was worse than that. That'll definitely get the ire up of some of the boosters for sure. So where they go from here, that's a really good question. Don said running back coach Joe Wilson is the interim. Well, Captain Pope said, let's see. Oh, yeah, Joe Brady or Kelvin Shepard. I think what LSU has to do is they've got to either look, you can't afford to go the Bama route, right? Bama thought that they had, the next up and comer and Kellen, what's his name? DeBow. What the hell do you say his last name? I always fuck it up. Kalen DeBoer. There you go. That was way off. But he has struggled a little bit. Now they look a lot better. But yeah, and I don't think most people were on board with Kelly Perry. And Dubs. PB Dubs said never thought Kelly was a good coach, LSU or Notre Dame. And then Perry said I was never on board. I don't know what Kelly said at halftime, but the team definitely quit on him. It didn't look good. It didn't look good at all. Part of their problem was special teams, but the Aggies excel on special teams too. The Aggies are really good this year. They were a really good special teams unit. But you could see Kelly's frustration on the sidelines as the Aggies made play after play on special teams. He was pissed. But I think that was a man that knew he was about to lose his job. Donald said Brady does not like recruiting. He won't come back to college. Yeah, Don said I didn't get to watch the game, but I heard Kelly was being an ass. Yeah, he was blaming everybody but himself. He was yelling at his coaches. And look, especially on special teams, rightfully so. I mean, you're the captain of the ship. There's enough blame to go around. I just think that, again, I don't know what happened at halftime, but boy, it cost him his job. He had a lead going into half, and they got beat that badly, 49-25. They scored one touchdown in the second half. One. Meanwhile, the Aggies scored 32 points. Something like that. It was not good. So, yeah, CC said my Spurs are 3-0. Boy, the Spurs look so good. Yeah, and I'm with you, Big Stout. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for Brian Kelly. $52 million buyout. That beats my 2 weeks severance or whatever. But I think what LSU is going to have to do is they're going to have to go out and get, and I think they thought they were getting that in Brian Kelly, but you kind of need to get a guy that understands SEC football, that understands recruiting in the South and recruiting in this area. You know, what the Aggies did was really smart when they hired Elko. Elko had been with the Aggies before, so he had been recruiting in the area. Then he left and went to Duke, I believe it was, for a year or two, and then they bring him back as a head coach. And he is respected by his peers. He's respected by high school coaches. He's respected by players. He gets results. I think kids like playing for him. He lets them be themselves, but they still have discipline. LSU needs to find their Elko. You know, where's a guy that's been around exactly, Donna? That's exactly what I was about to say. That is exactly what I was about to say. You need a guy that understands the culture, that's been around the organization, understands the boosters, understands the fans, gets the people, and can go knock on a door and sit on a porch and drink a hurricane and recruit a kid. Brian Kelly was fake as fuck. He didn't know nothing about that shit. Remember when he got the gig, he was using a fake accent and all that shit. It was awful. This is a chance to hit reset. LSU is always going to have talent, but you still have to go and get it, especially in the NIL era. So I don't know who that means or who that is. Let's see if we can see top LSU candidates. LSU coaching search odds. Lane Kiffin plus 200 right now. John Summerall, Tulane coach, plus 250. Now, what does Tulane look like? Let's see. How has Tulane's program done? Let's see. Tulane football. I just don't know if he has enough. Let's see. Tulane getting votes for both top 25 polls. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. The Tulane Green Wave. They're 6-1 right now. Second in the American. They've beaten Northwestern. I don't know who the shit that is. South Alabama, Duke. Lost to Ole Miss. Beat Tulsa. Beat East Carolina. What the shit is this? Oh, beat Army. That's a good win. So let's see. Let me look up his name real quick. Control C. Jonathan Edwards Sumrall. Let's see. Let's see. So his track record looks like this. Because this is important when I was talking about getting the next Elko. He's from Texarkana, but his coaching career had him at Kentucky and Georgia, San Diego, Tulane twice. Well, not say twice. He was co-defensive coordinator, D-line coach, and then co-defensive coordinator, linebackers coach. Then he left for Troy to become the assistant head coach. Then he was a linebacker coach at Ole Miss, inside linebacker coach at Kentucky, co-defensive coordinator and inside linebacker coach at Kentucky. Then head coach of Troy for 2 years, and now the head coach of Tulane for 2 years. 38-10 overall as a head coach, 1-1 in bowls. Got them at 6-1. They were 9-5 last year, finished second in the conference, but they're 6-1 right now. Yeah, I mean, he's been around the Tulane program for a while, so he understands the state. That's important. You've got to keep the kids in Louisiana if you're LSU. You can't be losing them to Bama and Texas and A&M and Arkansas and Ole Miss. You got to be able to keep those kids in state. James Franklin is another good one. I like James Franklin. I think he got a raw deal in Penn State. Problem is, I don't know if James Franklin can recruit where he's at. So, Lane Kiffin and Jimbo Fisher, odds on favorites. That sucks if you're them. Let's see what ESPN also says. Here we go. Where's the list? 5 candidates for the job. Ole Miss, Tulane coach John Sumrall, Notre Dame coach Marcus Freeman. You just seen that movie. I mean, look, I think the world of Marcus Freeman, but Georgia Tech coach Brent Key. That's a good one. Missouri coach Elia Drinkwitz. You know who, I mean, sounds crazy, but what is this? Most important players to retain. Oh, okay. 3 key recruits. You know what I'm curious about? Let's see something. Captain Pope! Thank you for the 100 bits. John Gruden said he would like to coach in the SEC one day. I wouldn't, but that's just me. I think Gruden comes with some baggage. So that's just me though. Throw out a name here. Because of the job he's doing in Indiana, Kurt Cignetti, his resume, Pittsburgh Davidson, QB coach at Rice, Temple, Pittsburgh, North Carolina State. He was at Bama for 3 years. That's enough, right? Like, that's enough to understand well, that doesn't matter. Captain Pope said he just signed a huge extension. It doesn't matter. When you get these guys with these opportunities, these head coaching opportunities, especially to go from, I mean, look what happened at U of H. Every time they got good, every time they got a couple of years under their belt, get an extension, they were still gone. Willie Fritz. Total Dallas is an LSU fan. Tulane plays hard for that guy. Yeah, I heard an LSU fan stuck a finger in someone's booty. Total Dallas is an LSU fan. That's funny. He brought Frank Wilson back to recruit Louisiana and East Texas. Problem with Franklin and Kelly is they started too high in the preseason polls. Victims of hype. RG3 out here saying the Honey Badger wants to be the next coach. Lord Jesus. No, I think Gruden is a no-go because of the other shit, the racist emails and all that. I don't know what kind of coach Tyrann Mathieu would be. I just don't know. B. Hannah said Jeff Traylor. Someone who was a part of Saban's coaching tree. Yeah, and that very well could be, and that could be a significant factor, but that's kind of how you get that Mike Elko type guy, right? Someone that was maybe on the staff or you know, somehow, some way at LSU at the time Saban was there. But, oh my God. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, B, I thought you were throwing those names out. No, that's what happened to U of H, Browse, Sumlin, and Herman. And it wasn't long after they were getting extensions that they were gone. So don't let that fool you. Indiana very well could be the U of H of the North. It's just a stepping stone school. Indiana's not a destination school. No one's like, man, I got to get to Indiana. LSU, on the other hand, now Cignetti strikes me as the type of guy that would be like, I don't give a shit. Almost defiantly wanting to stay there to prove everyone wrong and win a national title from that school. And if he does, he might end up the highest paid coach in college football if he pulls that shit off. That would be crazy. And the way they're playing, as good as they've looked, they could do this. I really want to see what they look like in the Big 12 title game. I really do. One, I started watching videos on this dude. I think it was, I don't know if Walt sent it to me. Well, somebody sent me like a highlight reel of all like the best Kurt Cignetti shit talking moments. And I was instantly a fan. I was like, oh, this dude is a gangster. He don't give a fuck. Let me see if I can find the video. Let me see. Kurt Cignetti's talking shit at Dan Lanning. Is this it? Oh, this is it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got to watch this. Yep. Uh-oh. What? Someone posted. They ain't shit for this. They ain't shit. Let's see. Here we go. Copy link. Let me see. Stop. Why is that zoomed in so much? There we go. Okay. And let me fix this. Let me get the sound going. Hold on. Change. Yeah. Application. Chrome. Muting headphones. All right. Y'all got to watch this shit. This is absolutely hilarious. Here we go. Check this out.
And a football.
10-0?
You are 10-0 for the first time in program history, Coach.
Not bad. There's a lot of skeptics. There's a lot of doubters. I get it, right? Haven't beat a top 25 team. Nebraska's 25th in the coach poll. We beat their 56-7.
How are we not right now seated for a home game?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me. 126 years of Indiana football. Best season in Indiana history. Number 1 out of 126.
We got our way of doing things, and, we kick ass and take names.
We figured we'd just adopt SEC scheduling philosophy. Some people don't like it. I'm more focused in on those 9 conference games. We had to wake some people up and create some excitement. And after all, this is the entertainment business, too.
We don't just beat top 25 teams. We beat the shit out of them.
I know you guys have been waiting for me to say something crazy. That wasn't quite crazy.
What are we, 10?
I love it. That dude is gangster as fuck. That dude is gangster. That was fantastic. I would want him to be my head coach. I want a head coach that's going to talk shit. Walt said, I'm not saying Sig will never leave, but he has too much integrity to leave this early in the deal. Man, Walt, these kind of jobs, you know as well as I do, these kind of jobs don't come open a lot. You don't get, Penn State is open now. LSU is now open. Those are destination colleges. And LSU over Penn State. So he could stay in the Big Ten and go to Penn State, but I don't think he would do that. I think he would just stay at Indiana. But to be able to leave and go to a place like LSU, man, that's a destination job. Let's see some best coaching jobs in the NCAA football. Let's see what the rankings are. Best NCAA coaching jobs are often associated with perennial contenders like Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Bama, and LSU. Yeah, it says other highly ranked jobs include Michigan and Penn State. Yeah, it's definitely up there. Texas and A&M is up there, but Texas is more so than A&M. In fact, what is this? What date is this? October 26, 2025. Ranking college football's open Power 4 jobs. LSU, obviously, number 1. Penn State, number 2. Florida, 3. Oklahoma State, 4. Virginia Tech, 5. Yeah. Arkansas, 6. Stanford, 7. UCLA, 8. And that's it. I mean, LSU is the premier job right now. And, you know, I could definitely see Lane Kiffin leaving. But I don't know, man. Signetti would be a good get for LSU. You telling me kids wouldn't, man, you talk about recruiting. You talking about, recruiting, NIL money, booster support, fan support, home crowd, home stadium clout. It's all there. And you're walking in with some pretty decent players. You just got to get a different quarterback. Hey, what up, Joe Pro? Yeah, also those big colleges fire you easily too. Yeah, but still, you don't get into coaching and think, oh, I'm going to play it safe and just, you know, if I have a chance to get one of the 5 best colleges in NCAA football, if I have a chance to get a job there, I won't just because I don't want to get fired as fast. Oh, you can get fired from Indiana. If they start sucking real fast, he can go. They don't have the money to buy him out, but they'll definitely fire him when the contract's up. As Big Stout said, forget the fact IU is good, and Kurt, how about Vanderbilt making the playoffs? That's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, there's some, this is the beauty, unless you don't like it, but that's the beauty of NIL. That's the beauty of the being able to pay players. It has created so much parity in college football. Had it not been the case, transfer portal wouldn't be what it is. And some of these, I don't know that Indiana is Indiana. I don't know that Vandy is Vandy. I don't know that ISU and Arizona State and all of these teams, Illinois, are having the success that they have without some NIL money help. Because every school has rich boosters. Every school has millionaires that went to the school and graduated. Almost every. Hell, Rice has millionaires that they can spend money. You know, U of H has Tillman Fertitta. Like every school has a Fertitta type. They may not have his money, but they've got money. And most schools have several of those types. That levels the playing field. I mean, you look out west. UNLV was better at football. It gave everybody a truck or some shit. Like, it matters. Yeah, Dub said Vandy has long pockets. It matters. Tech now has the most expensive roster in the Big 12, and it's showing. They're ranked on the top 10 now. The top 10? Yeah. No, they're outside. They're 12. 13, excuse me. So, yes, I mean the same ASU that just lost to U of H. But remember, Kevin Sumlin went there, and they didn't do shit. Not what they were doing now with Scatterbo and shit like that. So ASU is more relevant now, but they're getting rolled. But U of H got money. I mean, Georgia Tech's of the world, like it's the coach matters. Don't get me wrong. You got to be able to get guys out of the portal. You got to be able to recruit. But recruiting, and that's the thing, maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on it. Recruiting is still important. But talking out loud, if you talk to some of these coaches and I mean, some of the people that I've talked to around college football, man, it's not that you're recruiting kids out of high school anymore. You're recruiting the portal. You're recruiting sophomores and juniors and seniors to come play for you. They were talking about KC Concepcion of the Aggies didn't want to transfer to A&M. He was like, I don't want to go to a school with a running quarterback. They were like, no. Just come to a practice and watch. And so he ended up going to the practice and watched Marcel Reed run the offense and throw the football and was like, oh, I'm in. That kid can throw. That's recruiting now. So you got to be able to recruit transfers, maybe more importantly, because that's what happens is kids get recruited. Yeah, but in this day and age with NIL money, they get recruited, they prove themselves, and then they want to leave and go get more money somewhere else. So that's important. Tony said we want Tech again. We want to smash them. Yeah. I don't blame you. And I think it would be a different game. U of H, these teams are different 7-8 weeks in as opposed to week one. A lot of schools are. But if I'm LSU, I mean, I'm sure they've at least been on the horn with Signetti. And Kiffin. Oh, wow. Walt said Indiana's paying my nephew the same as a redshirt freshman as the Ivy League teams offered him to play. So they just paying him to sit there. Yeah. Hey, just come be a redshirt and we'll pay you as much as the Ivy League schools pay. Well, I don't know. If he ain't sure he's going to ever go pro, man, I'd want that Ivy League education though. Shit. Woo. Carries some hella weight. Let's get to some scores. We were supposed to do that. We got way off here. There's your U of H Arizona State score, 24-16. Speaking of Indiana, they rolled LSU 56-6 at home. Bama beat South Carolina 29-22. Held on, I should say. Oregon beat Wisconsin 21-7. Georgia Tech, speaking of, schools spending NIL money, beat Syracuse 41-16. Isn't that where Haynes King plays now? Am I getting that right? Am I picking that up? Yeah. Haynes King, former Texas A&M Aggie, in his 6th season. How, Sway? The dude's 38 years old. He's 38. All right, maybe not 38, but he's old as fuck. Senior my ass. They forgot to put citizen after senior. Oh, I forget they all get a COVID exemption. Meow, meow. Look at Pop Isaacs, went to Tech, Creighton, verbally committed to U of H, then left to go. What? Look at Pop Isaacs went to, I don't know what the fuck that means. Behannon, what the fuck is you trying to say? What is this? Look at Pop Isaacs, went to Tech, Creighton, verbally committed to U of H, then left to go to A&M for more money. I don't know who. He's on that Case Keenum study plan. He's on that same plan as that dude that tight end for Miami that was like 32 years old. It's like, bro, get your old Brandon Whedon ass out of the... Cisco said, Behannon, are you smelling toast? That's some funny shit. Oh, goodness gracious. That's great. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Ole Miss beat Oklahoma 34-26. My favorite part of that game is Lane Kiffin talking trash to OU players during his post-game interview. That guy said we couldn't score on him. Oh, my God. That was classic. I used to be like, man, Lane Kiffin's a dick. I kind of like him. He's kind of funny, actually. Because he was fucking around. He was all, yeah, that kid said we couldn't score on him. This guy right here kept telling me all game we couldn't score on him. But then in the end, he was very humble, and that's a good football team. And yeah, but he seems funny as shit. The more I see of him. Let's see. Miami beat Stanford 42-7. Too little too late, Miami. Vanderbilt's still rolling. They hung on and beat Missouri 17-10. They didn't, mop the floor with them. Joe Bro said, hey, man, don't fuck with B-Hannon. It ain't easy to drive, type with your foot, and not spill your beer. That's true. BYU beat Iowa State 41-27. I told you about them I teams. I didn't believe in none of them. I was right about all but one. Illinois, Indiana, Iowa State. Didn't believe in none of them hoes. And ASU. Muffin changed his tune and he's trying to be a better person. I liked Muffin better, Donna. I knew what you meant, but I liked Muffin better. Let's see. Tech beat Oklahoma State 42-0. Where's Heartthrob at? Where you at, Throbby? Throbby Rob. Let's see. Virginia hung on to beat Belichick's North Carolina team in OT. Tennessee beat Kentucky. South Florida lost to Memphis. Yeesh. Louisville beat Boston College. Cincy beat Baylor. Oh, shit. I got up at 5:30 this morning. Texas beat Mississippi State in OT. Hung on. Washington beat Illinois. I tried to tell you, bitches. And Michigan beat Michigan State. So there's your top 25. And here's your new rankings. Well, so I thought. Bow, bow, bow. Here you go. No changes in the top 6. So top 6, Dub said rest in peace to Oak State. Ain't that the truth? Oh man, I know. That's gonna be interesting. Joe Bro said, God damn, when Oak State fired their coach, did they forget to hire a new one? Big Stout said the end of season Georgia Tech Georgia game now has a lot of meaning. Has been decades since. Yeah, there was a couple of option years. Remember when Georgia Tech was a big option team, and they would give a fit every once in a while to Georgia, but man, Pop Isaacs played at Texas Tech, Creighton, said he was going to U of H, and now he's at Texas A&M. Oh, got you. NIL money is for real. Yeah. That Texas A&M game going to be good. Yeah, man. So here's your top 6. They remain the same. Ohio State, 54 first place votes. Indiana got 11. A&M got 1. Texas A&M gets a first place vote. Be still my heart. Bama at 4. UGA at 5. Oregon at 6. Ole Miss at 7. Moved up a spot. Georgia Tech fell a spot to 8, though they remain undefeated. Vandy is at 9. They moved up a spot. Now they're now 7-1. BYU moved up a spot to 10. They're 8-0 and tied with Miami, who fell a spot and are now number 10. Notre Dame is 12. Still way too high for a 2-loss team, in my opinion. Notre Dame 12. Texas Tech is 13. Tennessee moved up a spot. Tech moved up a spot. Tennessee moved up 3 to 14. Virginia's 15, moved up a spot. Louisville is now 16. They moved up 3 spots. Cincinnati moved up 4 to 17. OU fell 5 spots to 18. Missouri fell 4 spots to 19. And somehow Texas moved up 2 spots to 20. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Texas is not that good. They're not that good. They're struggling with meh teams. Dub said A&M got a first place vote. They are definitely going to hang a banner next week. Every time you pull into College Station, it's going to say National Championship. And then it'll have an asterisk next to it at the bottom and say voted by one person. Oh, it was an A&M writer too, probably. U of H cracked the top 25 for the first time. They're now ranked 22. USC is 23. They weren't ranked last week. Utah 24. And Memphis is 25. Well, thanks for jinxing it, B. Hannon. You raggedy bitch. B. Hannon said, Barry, I think your Aggies are winning the SEC. No. No, they're not. They're just not. Yeah, they're going to hang that midseason banner like the Lakers. Yeah, Georgia Tech is undefeated. I know. Georgia Tech 8-0, BYU 8-0. The only two undefeated teams, well, Georgia Tech is 8 now. BYU is 10. Okay. I was going to say the only two not in the top 10. But Tech was there last week. There's 4 teams ahead of Georgia Tech that have a loss. Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, and Ole Miss. And I think all 4 of those teams would beat Tech. Georgia Tech. Vandy is 7-1, and they're 9 ahead of BYU, who is 8-0. And I don't know if... Man, I think if they played 10 times, Vandy and BYU, it might be 5-5. You know what I mean? But yeah, Vandy's only loss was to Alabama. Alabama's only loss was Florida State, and that looks terrible now. But again, week 1 versus week 8, that's 2 different seasons almost. There he is. I said after the Baylor loss, Oak State would lose by at least 21 points every game the rest of the season. Arizona won by 28, Houston by 22, Cincinnati by 32. Wall said until Notre Dame gets in a conference, they would have to be basically undefeated before I consider them for a postseason. See, I don't disagree with you, Walt. I've bitched and moaned about that shit on this show countless times. I just think it's absolute horseshit that they get away with not being in a conference, but get to reap the rewards and the spoils of the college football. Get in a conference. What the fuck are you scared of? Now, I will say a lot of times Notre Dame does schedule tough, like most teams. I mean, they opened with Miami, A&M, then they had Purdue, Arkansas, Boise, NC State, USC. That's 3 ranked teams on the schedule. Now, it's not having to face Georgia or having to face Bama like every year type shit. But then they still will have their standards that, they usually do. I mean, that USC game is whatever. But I think if you look at the rest of the season, Bama's going to coast. And it's like, yeah. I mean, not Bama. Notre Dame's going to coast. And, other teams are like, no. You don't get to do that. And I don't blame them. Tech beat them by 21 twice, Heartthrob. Yeah. Where did I read? Walt had said something about his nephew. They brought him in to play wide receiver, but he strained his hammy in the spring, so they redshirted him. They have 6 to 8 wide receivers leaving, so he'll play in 2026. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like saying BOD is BiffNet's #1 rated show. Exactly. So, I mean, credit where it's due. You know, I mean, Boise was probably better. Remember now, these games are scheduled years in advance. So Boise was probably better. They probably scheduled NC State when they were decent. Arkansas hadn't been relevant in a while. Let me see. How far in advance do college football teams schedule games? College football teams schedule games years in advance. Non-conference matchups set up to 3 to 10 years ahead. While conference games are usually finalized and announced more frequently, major non-conference games and marquee matchups are often scheduled the furthest out. Smaller non-conference games may be arranged with less lead time, often 3 to 5 years in advance. How far in advance does... Let's just ask Notre Dame. Does Notre Dame schedule games? Notre Dame schedules games several years in advance, especially for non-conference. They ain't in a conference, bitch. For example, a game in August 2023 against Navy in Dublin was announced in October of 2022, meaning it was scheduled about 10 months in advance. While official conference games are typically scheduled earlier. Yeah. They're not. Let's see. When does Notre Dame? Yeah. Blah, blah. Let me see if they got any schedules listed on their website. No. They just have this year. That'd be interesting if they had all the games, but they don't. They don't. Notre Dame will be in the new Pac-12. Total Dallas, I like your little logo there, buddy. Looking good. Oh, yeah. Walt said they schedule fine, but they have to win those tough games. We agree. Yeah. 100%. And that's the thing. If you look, they lost their 2 most difficult games so far. So it's like, you're not really tested. And you don't face a conference. So, I don't know. All right, rest of the... we got through the rankings, didn't we? Yeah, we got through the rankings. Okay, good. Good. It's 4:53. I was going to start talking about the Texans, but we're going to get out of here. We're going to bounce. World Series Game 3 tonight. I didn't get to watch Game 1. I watched Game 2 this morning. Yamamoto, back-to-back complete games is crazy at any time of the season. In the postseason, from ALC or NLCS to the World Series, that's even more bananas. TD equals total Denver. That's hilarious. Look at Jeff Bell just gloating. That was an ass whooping too. We're going to get into NFL tomorrow once Monday Night Football's done. But boy, that was an ass whooping. Just a reminder, Game 3 tonight is in LA. I still stand by my Dodgers in 5. After Game 1, it was like, uh-oh. But you saw what good pitching can do. And Kevin Gausman was their ace, the Blue Jays' ace. And he may have gotten left in too long. But I showed you all the graphics and the whatnots. Dude, LA is just... They're just better across the board. So I look for them to continue. I do think that, and I said as much last week, all they have to do is go on the road and win one. And they did. So, rest of the schedule looks like this. They're Monday. It's in LA. Tuesday, it's in LA. Wednesday, it's in LA. Back to back games. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's not good if you're the Blue Jays. They may not get to go back home. They may not. You got Shohei Ohtani going tonight. Dodgers have a 67.9% chance of winning. Oh, I'm sorry. No, so he's not pitching tonight? Interesting. You got Max Scherzer versus Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow, that's definitely advantage Dodgers in that case, for sure. Let's see what game 4 is. That the Shohei Ohtani game? It's got to be, right? Yes. Shane Bieber, Shohei Ohtani. That's definitely advantage LA. And then Wednesday, probably TBD. No? Oh, yeah. They don't have the pitching matchup set yet. Because if the Dodgers are up 3-1, you're probably going to see Kevin Gausman again on short rest. You might see Yamamoto again to close it out. But you can see LA has a pretty high matchup predictor percentage of winning in every one of these games. So I'll stick by my Dodgers in 5. I'm pissed I forgot to make the bet. But yeah, now I kind of want the Dodgers in 6 just because I didn't get to make the bet. But I forgot to do it after the show. So Nora distracted me, and we did the what's it called? Private hour last week. So, all right. Well, I think we've had about all the fun we can have today. Tomorrow, Jays in 6, Titan Hugo said. Man, those pitching matchups. I mean, if they can get into the Dodgers bullpen, that's one thing, but listen, Philip, listen. Linda, listen. Linda, listen. Linda, look, listen. Look, all that really matters is
Yankees lose.
That's all that matters. Titan Hugo said series isn't over Wednesday. Well, okay. It could be Dodgers in 6. All right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna make some food, feed the cats, do some yard work. That rain really messed up the whole weekend. The computer survived, but it was sluggish. It was jankety all day. I think I have a Windows update I need to do. Cross your fingers, it's not going to fuck everything up. Every time I do a Windows update, the shit crashes and won't boot. So let's hope that's not the case. All right, y'all. Thank you, Alex. Because anytime you can play Yankees lose is a good day. Peace, Perry. Love you, buddy. You cats and kitties have a good night. Enjoy Monday Night Football. We didn't even look at that. Enjoy Monday Night Football. And we'll talk all later, Big Stout. We'll talk all things NFL and more tomorrow. We'll talk some baseball. I probably won't watch it tonight. I'm going to record it. Love you, Walt. I'm going to record it tonight, but I'm going to watch it tomorrow. The baseball game. Tonight, it's all about that football. Gots to be. Much love, Flip. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Cisco. Oh, man. 1000 Eve tomorrow. Episode 9. I don't have anything planned for episode 1000. Nothing. I need to go through all the highlights. Thank you, Uriel. Much love, homie. I need to go through all the highlights of the last 1000 episodes and like put together my favorite moments or something. That's what I need to do. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Y'all do me 3 favors until I see you again. Hey, Captain Pope, shout out, man. Thanks for all those biddies, you and Cisco. Hey, until I see you tomorrow, be safe, be kind. Most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Oh, thought you wasn't more interested in the Mariota action. It's just football. This is really what. Death by 1,000 shots. No. The YouTube rant. Yeah. Gotta find that show, Alec! Damn it, we're leaving, brother. Alec, thank you for the sub. Alex said he's still stuck on deployment. Fuck me. Oh no, that doesn't deserve that. I'm sorry, brother. You know I love you, sir. Thank you for resubscribing. Come back tomorrow if you can, man. But thank you for resubscribing for 20 months, for 26 months. I love you. Be safe out there, Alec. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Daddy's making a YouTube video.